Hey y'all, welcome to the Hustle Bubble. My name is Shayla Blackshear. I'm your host. A good friend of mine, Delé Ashiru, known him since what, 8th grade, 9th grade?
8th grade.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Back in 08, 09.
08, yep.
His family owns a franchise, Teriyaki Madness. It's in Marlton, which is located
73 South, in Marlton Crossing Plaza, next to the Five Guys and TJ Maxx.
So before we start getting into the questions, let's pour this wine. We have Poppy. I don't know if it's like rosé or champagne.
It look good. I like the bottle.
Yeah, presentation is everything.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you. Okay, a little dry.
Little dry wine.
Alright, not bad. Alright, so what's your role in your business?
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me, like, what's my involvement? Did I quit my job? So the whole thing with me and my involvement was really just the muscle. My family, they come from Africa, so they really just want to put the money down, and they don't really know logistics and stuff like that. So that's where I came in at. So my aunt's the owner. She hit me up like, hey, I want to start this franchise, so help her put some money down, and then I really just help her do all the PR stuff, talk to different people, and just keep it moving.
So for our listeners, what is a franchise?
So basically, a franchise is it's a chain store. You have a franchisor who has a business, and that's franchisees own it and operate. So, yeah.
So what was that kind of like opening up a franchise during a pandemic?
It was pretty interesting. We actually the idea started like 5 years ago, but it just boiled down to picking the right one. And then I think 2 years ago we made the choice to pick Teriyaki Madness.
Yeah, why did you choose Teriyaki Madness?
We chose it because it was for everyone, young, old. It promotes like healthy living. The food is affordable, and yeah.
What's been kind of your promotion strategy? I know with COVID is kind of difficult, so how have you been trying to be able to put your business out there during times like these?
Social media is probably the biggest. Good friends. Good friends will they'll support you like it's their own. So, those are the main two. Other than that, the franchise, the corporate, they have social media schemes and marketing tactics to help us as well.
The great thing I really like about your family business that when I first went there, literally all his family that I met at the church parties I used to go to, they were all there pulling up, buying food and helping out in the kitchen. It was a real community thing, and having your own franchise is kind of unknown. I don't know anybody else that has their own franchise. So what you and your family is doing is really huge.
Yeah.
So what are some of the benefits that you see it has owning a franchise?
Some of the benefits that I see are definitely, I guess, taking pride in your own, having your own thing, ownership. That's probably the biggest. And then you have kids that, your little cousins, nephews can come up to the shop whenever they want to, get some money, whether it's winter break, after school, summer breaks, and really learn the business module, stuff like that. So when they grow up, they could either take it or, create a different business, whatever sector they want to get into.
So if somebody is interested in opening up their own franchise, what are kind of the steps going forward to making that happen? What kind of steps would y'all take in order to make that happen?
Definitely, probably the most important is money. Usually startup costs for franchises are $500,000 to $1 million. So if you're anywhere around there, you want to take a loan out, do you. And then credit also plays a part. And then some, depending on the franchise, you know, you may need some additional requirements or experience. Like Chick-fil-A, I think we wanted to get at one point, but you have to show proof of success with the different franchise, stuff like that. So it just depends on what sector you want to get into. Yeah.
So how did your aunt get started? Did she like did her own research? Did she go to anybody to kind of like take those steps?
So my aunt went to a franchise consultant. She gave him or her the budget, and they would present different opportunities within your budget. But yeah, she was actually a physical therapist for like 20.
I did. I was with over there.
Yeah. She was a physical therapist. And then one day she called me. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of people like telling me what to do, and they don't even know really what they're talking about. So you know, it comes to a point where you know what, I work hard.
Yeah.
So why not just work hard for my own thing?
So her like motivation was that she just wanted to do things her way, kind of like have her own thing.
Yeah, because it boils down to if you're gonna work hard doing something, you might as well do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Rather than doing it for somebody else. So that's what it boils down to.
So can you tell us more about like your initial challenges opening up a franchise?
Yeah. So some of the challenges were finding employees. It's probably still a bit of a challenge. People are still currently on unemployment, so everybody's just chilling. They don't want to work. On top of that, it's a pandemic, so who really wants to get a new job or work during a pandemic? So that's probably the hardest one, and we didn't see it coming.
Yeah. How did you kind of deal with that situation?
Indeed. Put money when you have a resume or a job posting on Indeed, Facebook. You know, you can pay for boosting, so you pay like
so like more people can see it.
Exactly. So that's the method we took. Social media, my platform, and word of mouth.
So
and then family will come in. So really, in the beginning, the only employees was my family. Luckily enough, my sister was on school break. My cousins were on school break, so this time was kind of perfect. And then along the way, we got more employees.
So how has other than finding people to work, how has COVID-19 kind of impacted your business?
Yeah, so we were actually supposed to open a year ago in April, I believe. But working with the state and the county, there's different policies, and working with people. Nobody really wanted to work. Everybody was working from home, so late responses and everything is on time. So yeah, it just got pushed back. But yeah, we still here.
That's good. So what are your family's future plans for this franchise?
Yeah, so the plan is to get more, 2 more within the next year or so, 2 years. Just take over the South Jersey region, maybe Philly, Delaware, who knows.
Okay. Yeah. So when you talk about a franchise, and you're putting in, you have to have 500 or $1 million. Most people don't. The average person might not have that money, so they might have to kind of go all in. Why should somebody I don't want to say why should somebody do that, but what is the motivation to do that?
The future, your family, your kids. If nothing else works out, I told my little cousin cause he's funny, so I told him he's in pharmacy school, the oldest son. I told him pharmacy school don't work out. At worst, you have this, and So that's really
it's more like a generation kind of thing.
Generational wealth. Yeah. So if nothing else works out in life, you can revert back to this.
So what is a piece of advice you would want to give to the viewers about ownership?
So basically to go all in. Take the risk. Me and my family, we took a risk. We liquidated a lot of assets. My aunt has 3 kids, 1 in college, 2 going to college. And she put all her money down the line. Her husband, same. Me, same. My sister, same. So we all, so us putting our money into an investment, we all want to see the best outcome. So we're gonna do everything it takes so that way the outcome is successful. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for going all in. I'm in the stock market heavy. On my paychecks, so I have 2 jobs. I have a 9 to 5, and there's Teriyaki Madness. So the checks I get from my 9 to 5, 100% of it goes to the stock market. The checks that I get from Teriyaki Madness is what I live off of. Even that, I still do like 50% stock market every week. So I'm aggressive. You know, I feel like in life you gotta be aggressive. The 1%, they're aggressive. The rest, chilling, comfortable. So you know, if you want to be the 1%, you gotta be aggressive and take action.
How does someone like arrive to that kind of mindset? Did it just happen overnight, or just what? How did you arrive at that mindset?
It really, probably my friends and my cousins. They're really the ones to, you know, like they say, you know, you are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people who are getting money, business minded, then you're gonna become those things. And you know, their success becomes your success, and then you follow the footsteps. And I always say, follow those who know road. You know, that means, you know, if you see somebody making $1 million, if you follow his path, you're gonna make $1 million too. So yeah, that's how I get into that mindset. And then, you know, a lot of inspirational quotes I like. I also watch a lot of interviews, like Breakfast Club, Drink Champs, and I watch like my favorite artists, their story, and I learn from that.
Yeah, there's so much information that you can just really learn about someone's upcoming and how their success. And I like 50 Cent's quote when he said you can be as successful as the person next to you. And that was kind of piggybacking on what Delé had said, is that like if you're around people who know more about certain investments or have additional information, naturally is going to rub off on you, and you're going to want to do your own thing or follow their path and increase your wealth. So that's very important. Last thing, shameless plug, where people can find more information about Teriyaki Madness.
Yes, to find more information, you can go on Facebook, Teriyaki Madness Marlton, and Instagram, Teriyaki Madness Marlton, and also on my personal page on IG, _wavy, DASHWAVEY _, and I'm always promoting my page and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody. Thank you for coming.
Bro.
Appreciate it.
The Hustle Bubble.